The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosinzia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosinzia has garnered great reviews and even been endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and our 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, and more. Makes great gifts 24/7. Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also, check out the merchandise like T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Check it out today. Also, support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com, and you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. I can have a cup of joe with you, and make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's the Vice President of Business Development for Waterfrontprofroma, and he's from New York City. He's been in sales and marketing for many, many years. I'll talk about that, and provides this company provides brand merchandise and promotional products and commercial printing, e-commerce, and of course, company stores and more, brand apparel, multimedia, digital marketing, PPE, which is a big thing during the whole pandemic, and he's got it all. He'll talk about that, and he used to be the Vice President of Business Development at Premier Graphics and Canada Lithographing, and also 22 years at rrdonnelly, best known for the phone book, and we don't need to do the walk-in this one. He's also got a brand new ebook. We'll talk about that. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios somewhere along the East Coast, the very multi-talented owner and business development of Waterfrontprofroma and the amazing yearbook, which is going to be revealed very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Vin Sciortino. Vin, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Amazing intro. You are extremely talented. I'd love that whole running through all your promos. Amazing stuff. Thank you again. That's so good.
And also, too, you do some printing as well, too. You can take a look at the merchandise, but we'll talk about your merchandising. But we'll talk about you. You've been in business development for a number of years for Waterfrontprofroma, and also provide brand-winning merchandise and promotional products and more. And you are the Vice President of Business Development at Premier Graphics and Candid Lithographing, and also 22 years at rrdonnelly as an account exec. You also got a new book called Network Marketing 2.0 Revealed, and you also have the highest product trends of 2022. And before getting all that, Vin, tell us how you first got started.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, Mike, again. I graduated Pace University 1990, and then started my path into sales. It was something that I felt comfortable and something that I could handle. Mm-hmm. And then that was back in the Wallace days, that whole progression of Wallace, more Wallace or Donnelly. And those are the days when you can knock door to door, kind of like a military approach, going door to door and getting in an opportunity to go and talk to people about how you can be a resource to them. And, started in White Plains, office in Elmsford. Those are the days where you had the road maps, right?
Oh, I remember those. Yeah, you had those big atlas. You had to fumble through and everything. If you need to see, just poke a couple holes and try to see the road. I remember that.
No doubt about it. They're like, here, Ben, here's White Plains. Here's the maps. Go get them. And that's how that all started for me. Amazing journey.
Oh my gosh, too. It's like, you can still imagine in the car. It's like you get frustrated or crumple it. And I have to admit, I was never good with road maps. I can read them, but then when you fold it up, forget it. I'm better off just buying those things like $2, $3, $5. They're really big, but they fit in the car very well too, believe it or not.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you had to go flip through those to kind of learn your area and figure out where you were and how you're going to get back. So that whole thing was, hey, we'll send you out in the morning. Don't come back for lunch unless you get an order. And then after lunch, send you back out. Don't come back until you get another order in the afternoon. So that's kind of, back in the day, how that started. And I really appreciate that, because that was, developing a mindset on how to going out, reaching people, connecting with them, and really doing it in a face-to-face type of fashion. And again, obviously things have changed now, a little harder to kind of do it that way, but I thought it was a great training and something I'd fall back on all the time.
And of course, this is something you can also teach the people as well, too. Although social media, it's like it doesn't do the face-to-face thing that actual. There's, the video. You got your smartphones. You also got your watches and everything else. And, they can also benefit from your training. And maybe the fact that you can put them out door to door and say, hey, this is just training, and don't send the dog after me. So,
right. No question. Well, you're talking about a time, 1990. The only thing we had in that office was a fax machine. From an automated standpoint, if you could even say that.
Oh my gosh. I remember the fax machine. Beep.
Yeah, that was the fax machine was, we had a young lady who used to take our messages and, you sent orders in the mail, stuff like that, kind of really horse and buggy type of mindset at that time. And, we all started that way. You went out to your sales schools, and a way that you learn, not only you're learning the products and services, more importantly, you're learning how to communicate with people. Most importantly, developing relationships, trying to build emotional rapport to set you up for when you're out there live and in front of potential clients.
And say if you were going door to door back in the day, it's like, besides say, hi, how you doing? I'm so-and-so. It's like, what's like the best way to really develop instead of like having someone slam in your face, that's like some of the rejection they've had too. It's like, what was like the big tactic for you that simply said that you engage them in conversation without them slamming the door in your face?
Yeah. That's a great point. So the gatekeeper, right? You even have to establish relationships with the gate people, right? The person that is kind of like taking the phone calls, seeing the people at the front, going through them before you even get to a person who could make a real decision for some of the things that you're looking to sell. So that was something too. You had to establish a little bit of a rapport and relationship with those type of people. And, eventually when you got in front of the person that you really were striving to talk to, making sure you're maximizing, right? Because you have a short period of time to kind of hit home before, they're going to just cycle you back out. So that was really an interesting time for me.
And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
It's funny. It's even before I graduated college. I worked for Electrolux. I went door to door selling vacuums.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember the Electrolux. They still work like a charm.
Yeah, right. So, at first I worked for the school, but then when I was a sophomore in high school, a friend of mine got involved with Electrolux. I'm like, okay, well, let me take a look at this. I like the sales part, started doing that. Then I had a real education. A friend of mine had a soda route in Newark.
Oh.
Yeah. So, that was another way when we were in Newark, we were in the, more, not the supermarket chains, more of the smaller mom and pop shops. And there's an education there too, because now you're trying to communicate and make something work in a little bit of a challenging environment. And I learned a lot just being in there as well. So that even before I got to Wallace and took, started my professional sales career, I had a little bit of an intro selling vacuums door to door when you could do that as well, and the soda route in Newark, New Jersey.
That's rather interesting. Besides, selling phone books with the Rrdonnelly company, Electrolux, the soda route. What else have you sold?
The promo, the printed items always, anything from a branding standpoint, learning how to just, whatever the product might be, go ahead and sell it. I mean, now we have Skin Tech, which is an antiseptic foam as opposed to a hand sanitizer that has alcohol in there. That's not great for your skin or for your body. Aromatherapy, it's called Zents. That's another thing I'm involved with.
Those are nice.
Yeah, you pop that into your nose, and just another, aromatherapy has been around a long time, right? And you've seen in candles and the like. So this is just something that, it's just something that stays with you. And then when we wear a mask, it was something that, people had their, face covered the whole time, and that gets a little, uncomfortable. And all kinds of different things going on with that. So people liked it for that. And that was really something to help.
And that's really interesting. We'll talk about the PPE items. You also have other promotional products. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and even endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com and over 30 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. And you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. And make sure you do so today, and I could use another fill in the coffee cup. We're here with the amazing, multi-talented Vin Sciortino here on the Mike Wagner Show, Vice President of Business Development for Waterfrontprofroma. And also he's got a book called Network Marketing 2.0 Revealed. He also did hottest podcast or product trends of 2022. And you've been in Waterfrontprofroma for quite some time. Tell us more about the company and how'd you get involved?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you again, Mike. I appreciate that. Joe Troy reached out to me June of 2020, and he said, Vin, we're looking for a business development role. Would that be something you'd be interested in? And had an opportunity to meet Joe and Tracy Troy, the owners of Waterfrontprofroma. They were in business. Now it's 30 years, but
wow.
Over 20 years on their own, within their own waterfront branded marketing solutions, and then felt there was an opportunity to merge with an organization like Profroma. And Profroma, last 2021 ranked number 3 in print and promo national distributor list. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a $525 million company. Do a great job, leveraging the relationships, the strength, the buying power of an organization like that. And some of the benefits is, the larger the organization, if you have multiple spots around the country, we can align our relationships with your locations to enhance turnaround time, streamline process, save money on your freight, and the lead time. So it works out really well. It's a broad offering of products and services, and you've alluded to that in your recap there. So we really can be a single source supplier and a resource to you on multiple fronts to help you in your process and your branded marketing efforts.
Mm-hmm. You also offer a lot too, like with the brand merchandise, personal products, commercial printing, e-commerce, branded apparel. And I mean, you just cover a lot of ground as well too. You also cover multimedia services and digital marketing. And the big thing is the PPE. And, tell us about some of the services and, of course, PPE being important. And what made you step up to the forefront, and what makes your PPE and all your products unique from the rest?
Yeah, well, I think the beauty of the Profroma family and the strength of the network really helped in those times, because you saw a lot of companies and people really, I need that, I have to have it, and there was just a lack in a lot of areas. And fortunately, with the relationships that Profroma has, we're able to help many people in that very trying time, right in the beginning. And then also, people were using that in addition to just the regular mass. Then they used it for a branding opportunity. So we had chances, right, to put logos on the mask and people walking around with them and with their logo. So that was something that was also a benefit. And I think that's where you kind of like the marketing and branding end of it was added, in addition to just the strength from a health and safety standpoint of the mask. So that was another layer that we were able to provide.
And you also provide the PPE, not just to individuals, but also institutions like hospitals, clinics, and everything else, and just cover all ranges as well, too.
Yeah, no doubt. And in large volumes. I mean, that was a big percentage of sale for the company overall in that space for multiple reasons. We can get it and help all these different organizations that really needed it, big volumes, and to get it out to their clients, their employees, to make it a safer environment.
Mm-hmm. And definitely a safer environment as well, too. And what are some of the areas that you're looking to expand on with waterfrontprofroma?
So right now, with events coming back into play, more in person, right? People are going to shows again. So I'm looking to expand on how I can be of a resource for somebody in that event space. I'm working on there's a gala coming up in a couple months, working with an organization that needs some help. They want to put a bag together, right? A little goodie bag to give out.
Yes. I remember those goodie bags.
Yeah, like 1,500 guests. So,
wow.
I mean, yeah. So with that, right, that's a great opportunity. You're talking about 6 or 7 different items that they want to put in this bag. So those will be branded and working on that process right now, trying to supply some samples for final approval to get this going. So it's available for this event. And then using that for an opportunity to maybe showcase our capabilities for some other people who would be in attendance to this event. So excited about that.
And what are some unique products that you offered as well, too? Something that's unusual. Of course, you guys branded the PPE mask. You also had the Roma scents, and you also had some people would just put their logo on soap. And back in the days of the hotel, and I remember those tote bags you carried with the logos on it. And I also remember, I think back in the day when drinking was a big thing, you had the tumblers, those pads or mats or something, you put a logo on that, and of course a deck of cards, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, for this is about hats, golf balls, phone chargers, candy. They want to get it's really anything. It's you can brand any type of tents, any tablecloths. Even we can be a resource for if you wanted recognized back when we had the pandemic, for a lot of clients who are home or they couldn't make it to events, chocolate, yeah, things like that, or awards, really nice and high end awards. It could be, sunglasses. It's really a full gamut. I mean, when you go to our website, you have access to 10,000 products there. So it really, you can brand anything out there And with more things in play from an event standpoint, people are very open, for anything, cigar holders, ashtrays.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, anything like that. If you have like a, card night, you could supply, the ashtrays and all different things like that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you're getting me thinking already with this stuff. So, and also another thing, what was the most unique or unusual request when it comes to like merchandise? Like say, I'm going to shoot off the wall, like, a bag of chips, putting a brand on, or maybe say like with, or an electric mouse or anything like that, anything unusual that you've requested and you've pulled off.
The cookies were something that was needed. Somebody, an organization wanted to honor their birthday for their organization, and they were looking for writing on cookies and branded cookies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's a little different, right? A branded cookie. Not normal with that. Like we spoke about the ashtrays and how they wanted that. People are, traditional pens, but yeah, I think the cookies and the ashtray end of it is a little different.
You're making me hungry for cookies. What's your favorite cookie? Mind if I ask you?
I'm a chocolate chip guy. I love chocolate chip.
Oh, bingo. You read my mind. I'm going double with you on that one. Let's put our logos on it. We'll send them off.
No doubt. We wrap them. We put a little bow on them and off the ribbon, ready to go.
Oh my gosh. You could also add a balloon to it too. You could also have a little cookie and just fly them up balloons. I've seen where people put logos on balloons. You blow them up and just, let them fly too.
No doubt about it. I mean, the beauty of Proforma is we can brand anything, put ink on anything. And it's a nice option to have, and an ability to be that kind of resource and get as creative as you want to get it, or as, simple as a pen or a hat.
That's really interesting. And what are some of the other services that you feature? I already rattle off several of them, but what are some of the other features that people should know about or do not know about?
Yeah, well, direct mail, that's still an important aspect out there. We can do that for you and get that out in the mail. Large format, printing any type of signage, that can be done. I've done that before for organizations that you would see on the floor, the signs, or even banners on the side of buildings. We can do that. If you trying to celebrate a birthday and you're seeing the store anniversary as you're going by on a major road, you can get those banners out there. So that's another way we can be a resource. The promotional graphics end, either internally or externally in pop-up stores and the like. So some of the items the merchandise you're talking about, access internally to their employees, and then also get those great items out to clients and customers who also want to wear it in kind of like a B2C type of format.
Oh, that's so interesting. How do people reach you to get orders, and how do people get in contact with you?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something that, all my direct information is something that I provide on a daily basis, and can get that out, via email, any type of, just hit me up, and a way that I can reach everybody.
Mm-hmm. And of course, speaking of reach out to everybody, you also got a brand new ebook out. We'll talk about that and how you can reach out. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Molson's of Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented Vice President of Business Development, Vin Sciortino, and his book, Network Marketing 2.0 Revealed, after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with Vin Sciortino here on the Mike Wagner Show, the Vice President of Business Development for Waterfrontprofroma, and also you're an author as well, too. Network Marketing 2.0 Revealed, and tell us more about the book and what got you started on it.
Yeah, that was an interesting project. Thank you, Mike, for asking. I met a friend, Drew Berman, out there, somebody who's been involved with about a dozen books, and he's like, he said, Vin, hey, I think this is something you should take a look at. I've never done a book before. He said, yeah, we'll just have you talk about a chapter to start. I'm like, oh, that's great. So he interviewed me, knows me pretty well. And then we started that path about network marketing and an organization that's a national or global travel network, actually. And
wow.
You provide 5-star hotels at 3-star prices. And you give access. And every time we give free access to the website, we feed a child through Manna Relief, and that's something that's close to my heart, and I feel great when that happened.
Oh, wow. I'd like to hear more about that. What inspired you to get involved in that charity? We like to hear more about it.
Yeah, no, and that was something when Drew was talking about the organization, and then I was going through that. I'm like, oh, wow, because I'm very active in my community. I give back to my high school, to some of the county that I live in. It's one of its organizations. So that made me feel great as somebody who can also help by just giving out free access to a website, right? And something that when you do that and people sign up and they want to be a part of that, free to use, free to keep. And by doing that, you feed a malnourished child through Manna Relief. And then it's a great way to go about and try to help kids.
Mm-hmm. You also have a passion to helping business owners, networkers, influencers all over the country, adding value. And of course, has a lot of benefits to it. Maybe just how does it help the business owners, networkers, and more, and maybe just a bit more as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think if you could add extra value and impact to someone, and show them some of the different ways that they can also give back. And that's a big thing. It's more than just trying to potentially sell somebody something. I look at it to try to be a resource on multiple fronts in all different areas.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you being the author of the book as well, too, I can tell you're a great author. And who are some of my favorite authors and writers growing up? I'm just going to throw it at you since you're an upcoming author. I think I'm going to love your book.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, I read When Pride Still Mattered. About that was Lombardi, and
yes, Vince Lombardi. That was my favorite team back in the day. The Packers. Love Vince Lombardi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So right when I read that, I'm like, that was somebody that I wanted to emulate. As far as I love the leadership, I love his ability to connect with people and motivate. And football is one of the sports that I played, and I love that. I saw that. I believe you're a Broncos fan. Is that
what? Well, actually, I'm going to give you a little bit of a story. Although I am a Green Bay Packer fan, I grew up in the Midwest. I've been a Packer fan since birth. But however, the reason why I have this Denver Broncos mug is because I started the Mike Wagner Show on our trip to South Dakota. I took my family down there. We went to the Black Hills. You did the usuals, like with the Mount Rushmore, the Crazy Horse, and also go to Wyoming, check out Devil's Tower. And also went over to that one live zoo where you see all the animals roaming around. You also went to Hill City, and you also went to Deadwood, Sturgis, Lead, and everything. And oh my gosh, it's like you need to spend 2 weeks over there. And I picked up this mug at a Shopko. It was like what, 10, $15 because the Broncos had a really bad year. My wife was buying shoes and was buying like necklace, jewelry, and the kids were buying trinkets and toys and everything else. And here I am. It's like, I need a coffee mug. And this reminded me, because that's when I actually started the Mike Wagner Show. I was in contact with a publicist in California. We were just like texting back and forth while we're doing a tour of South Dakota, and that's what reminded me of it. So yes.
Amazing. So it's so funny you said that. I am a huge Steeler fan. I have been to Green Bay for a Steeler Green Bay game. Awesome experience. I've also watched Green Bay come to Pittsburgh. And, I went to see them play the Steelers in the Super Bowl in Dallas. That was amazing. And I also have been to Denver to watch the Steelers play there. So yeah, we kind of cross paths in our passion for our team. So it's a great sport. And the Green Bay people are amazing. I would go back to Green Bay. I don't need to see the Steelers there, just to be in that area. They're beautiful people.
And if you want the best experience, watch the Packers versus the Bears, or the border battle, Packers and the Vikings. Or if you want guaranteed win, Packers and the Lions. So
no doubt, I'll take any of those, because I know it'll be a great time. Definitely have food and beverages, and amongst great people.
And tailgating as well, too. There are times you don't need to get into the game. It's like you can just hear the loud roaring and just enjoy tailgating while you're at the game. You don't have to pay, whatever to just take a seat and just enjoy the game by being in the parking lot. There's tailgaters out there that do it through the whole game, right before the game and right after, and well after the game is done. They're so dedicated.
Yeah, no question about that. Seen that multiple times, running larger trips. I've always been somebody try to get into the game, but when I've taken my brother over the years, he's more outside the game, and he played the game. He was very good as well. And he just seems to be going at the tailgate, or I might see him in a bar and he's got all different friends. And then I'll catch him after the game. So we've had I've been on those type of trips where I might go in and maybe one or two of us and 10 guys are still outside having a great time.
And you can also bring your products as well, too, and give them out to people in Green Bay and all that. So you can just have all kinds of logos, or maybe you can brand the hot dogs, brand the grill, or even the skewers, or say the spatulas, or say with seasoning. That's been a big thing. They market their own seasoning, barbecue sauce, and whatever else.
Yeah, no doubt. Amazing. Yeah, you've just laid that all out. That's why I'm enjoying this, because those are all phenomenal ideas. Any type of branding, anything around a grill like that. Amazing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. And of course, you also got the hottest product trends of 2022. Tell us about that. And what are the hottest trends out?
Yeah, I think that's something that's been, trending now back into the area of, promotional. More of those trends of promotional items, this branding, a growing area, and something that people are really going to expand on, getting now back in person. Some of the print area is a little bit of a struggle, but promotional is still, there's a growth avenue.
Mm-hmm. And certainly you guys are doing a great job. We're here with Vin Sciortino of Waterfrontprofroma, and the amazing author of the book, Network Marketing 2.0 Revealed, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Vin, just a couple more things. We'd love to have you back and talk football more as well. If you got some products, it'd be great. And what can you expect from you in 2022 and beyond, especially for you and your company?
Yeah, I think, this growth of Profroma has been something it's been on a constant upswing. I think that's from really about the people. And it's always, it always starts with the people. And there's so many good people at Waterfront Profroma family overall that are looking really to strive and be of a resource to try to help people out there maximize and make life a little easier for them. So we're really looking for that additional growth, going out there and helping people on a really large scale with their branding efforts in all different areas. And that's the beauty of it. It could be from a direct mail standpoint, could be a large format, could be, again, back to promotional items with these shows coming back into play. So I think that's really where the push is.
Mm-hmm. And we're certainly looking forward to that amazing change as well, too. And who do you consider your biggest influence in your career, Vin?
My biggest influence, I think Mike Malika is somebody who had a big impact on me. He was one of our upline managers when I first started, somebody that was really about connecting with the people that reported into him, and had a great impact on me. The lessons, the wisdom about how to, you learn the product line, but it's about the people and your connection and your relationships, long-standing relationships. And I think Mike was a great example of on how to do that at a really high level.
Yes, it does too. And certainly amazing. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I think you need to stay true to who you are, be persistent and consistent in your approach, and, constantly, battling. I was a walk-on when I went to Pace and played that Division I baseball. So I've kind of always used that walk-on mentality to kind of grind through some of your challenges. And, the business environment over the last couple of years have obviously, had to entertain and go through many hardships. So if you can, get through that and you see the light, and that'll keep you going.
And you're certainly a great example of that, Vin. I got to say that, a great example. So we're here with the Vice President of Business Development and author Vin Sciortino here on the Mike Wagner Show of Waterfrontprofroma. Vin, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Learned a lot from you. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and look forward to having in 2020 and beyond. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or check out your goods?
Yeah, no doubt. You can reach me on, directly at 914-589-5444. We're on, LinkedIn, email directly, all different ways. I have opportunities to get a hold of people.
Okay. And how they get a hold of their ebook?
That is something that we can provide for us. I have a link that I could send out to you, Mike, and we can get that out there as well.
Certainly will do so. Once again, Vin, everybody, thanks for your time. You've been totally amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We'd love to have you back. We wish you all the best, and you've got a great future ahead of you, Vin.
Thank you, Mike.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.